Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to say thank you for coming in my presentation. It's great to see you all. First, let me introduce myself first. I'm Shinta Nopita Suci from Biology 8 2020. Before I start the presentation, I want to ask all my friends first. What is happening to our Earth today? Does anyone know? Great, it's climate change. Do you know what is climate change is? Well, on this presentation, we will discuss a little about climate change. So let's look at the next slide. So here we will discuss in this presentation. First is what is climate change? To describe the climate change. Secondly, cause of climate change to describe what is climate change caused by. Third is tips and recommendation to describe what are the tips and recommendations to tackle climate change. First topic, what is the climate change? Climate change is described a change in the average conditions such as temperature and rainfall in a region over a long period of time. For example, 20,000 years ago, much of the United States was covered in glacier. In the United States today, we have a warmer climate and fewer glaciers. Cause of climate change. First is waste. About 6% to 8% of human-caused greenhouse gas emission could be reduced if we stop wasting food. In the US alone, the product of loss of wasted food generate the equivalent of 22.6 million car worth of greenhouse gas emission. Secondly is breeding, a cost-effective way in genetic information which product permanent and cumulative change in livestock performance. Livestock contribute to climate change by emitting GHG, either directly from enteric fermentation or indirectly through, for example, food production activity, deforestation, and mature. Next is deforestation. When trees are cut down and burned off allow of a root to root, they stored carbon to release into the air as carbon dioxide, and this is how deforestation and forest degradation contribute to global warming. And last is industry. Since the start of industrial revolution in about 1750, human activities such as burning of fossil fuels, including coal and oil, have dramatically increased the concentration of greenhouse gases in our atmosphere. As a result, the rate of heat loss from the Earth has slowed, creating a warming effect. Next is consequence. First is sea level rise. Warming climate change can cause seawater to expand and ice over land to melt. both of which can cause a rise in sea level. Storm sugar in a Louisiana highway saw the effect of rising sea levels. Secondly is extreme weather condition. Scientific students indicate that extreme weather events such as heat waves and large storms are likely to become more frequent or more intense with human-induced climate change. Third is increased precipitation. A leading cause is a change in temperature. Fourth is risk to the nature. Natural hazards are the integral part of the history of our planet. Storm, climate, flood, heat waves, volcanic eruption, earthquakes, tsunamis, landslides, and meteorite falls. Next is here is a diagram of expenditure in the world economy. In Asia and South America, as it has a same percentage of 23.8, and then North America is 22.5%, Europe 15%, and Africa and Oceania 7.5%. Next, then here there is water in climate change. Since change every years, yes, there are 6,800 liters in 2018, 7,568 liters in 27, 8,030 liters in 2019, and 9,700 liters in 2020. Next is tips and recommendation. We can use ecolite, plant biofruit, and with no plastic. We can use plant more and also save the animals in ocean and in forest. In ocean are essential component of the earth ecosystem, a source of biodiversity, food and life, and in forests, we must conserve and restore habitat to protect animals and plant that depend to forests. Tips for save the planet. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. Secondly, volunteer. Educate. Conserve water. Choose sustainable, and plant a tree. And more important is think green. Thank you. Do you have any question? I should be glad to answer any question at the end of my presentation. So please hold your question if you have any. Thank you for your listening. May all those we have shared be beneficial for all of us. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.